Do you know how many other children he has under the age of 18?
2.
And how are the 2 children on this case covered for health insurance?
I pay cash. Out of pocket.
Do you have access to insurance through an employer?
Not at this time.
Do you agree that he should pay child support of $481 per month starting May 1st?
I feel like that's a little high, but I feel like he needs to pay something, but that seems a little high based on the total for everything.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move on. I'll move on. Do you agree that he should pay $128 per month for the medical support?
Yes.
If your address and phone number appear in the order, would that give you any safety concerns for yourself or the children?
Not at this time.
Now, the prior order, which was, I believe, a divorce decree in 2015, did not have a non-disclosure. Has there been any family violence between you and Mr. Williams since 2015?
Since 2015?
Since the prior order, yes.
No. Not since the order was signed, no.
Okay. I'll pass the witness and call Mr. Williams. Sir, did you hear my proposed amount after giving credit for the $8,000?
Yes.
And are you in agreement in a judgment of child support, a judgment on the child support arrears of $84,461.26?
Yes.
And you understand that gave you credit for $8,000 worth of direct payments to Miss Williams, right?
Yes. Yes.
Do you agree to pay that off at $473 per month?
Your Honor, I can't afford it. I can't even afford my life right now.
I understand. You understand that $84,000 would accrue interest at about $422 per month. So the payout that we have to ask for on the arrears has to be more than $422. Is there an amount that you would propose to the court that you would prefer to pay other than $473 that the state is asking?
I can't afford it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
This whole thing is outrageous. They know he doesn't have the money, but they're still pushing him to pay when they could just drop the interest. But of course they won't because they're only focused on getting their share.
Propose to the court that you would prefer to pay other than $473 that the state is asking?
I can't afford it. I don't know what I'm going to be homeless.
Okay.
I have 2 kids already. Anything will help, man. That's $1,000 right now. That's my rent.
Williams, okay. He's asking you for a specific amount. That's the question. That's what I'm going to be asking as well. Other than the $473 on the arrears, what specific amount are you requesting to pay it off monthly, knowing that interest is $422 a month on the interest? What specific amount?
Like half of that. Half of the 400. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Look, I'll make a ruling. Go ahead to your next question, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Are you currently employed, Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
And how much do you make per hour or salary? Or
$16.50 an hour.
Do you work 40 hours a week?
Yes.
Okay. So we calculated based on gross monthly income of $2,860. That's $16.50 an hour and 40 hours a week. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Okay.
And we also gave you credit for the 2 other children. Do you understand that? Your 2 other children besides the 2 on this case.
Okay.
The state's calculated guideline child support based on that information is that you would pay child support of $481 per month starting May 1st. Are you in agreement with that amount?
No, I can't afford it.
Okay, I understand. Do you have access to health or dental insurance?
I'm on a seasonal position. It's just a very light kind of a medical that's covered while I'm here. There's nothing, I can't do any family or nothing to get added.
Okay.
So you have a temp job or a permanent job, sir?
It's a permanent job. It's just, I'm in a seasonal position.
Okay.
Been here quite a while.
Okay. Go ahead, counsel.
Do you agree with the medical support of $128 per month?
Yes.
And if your address and phone number appear in the order, would that give you any safety concerns for yourself or the children? And just confirm, Ms. Williams said there hasn't been any sort of family violence between the 2 of you since the last order in 2015?
No.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Okay, before I make my ruling. So the state of Texas charges interest on any judgment. That's 6%. And when we do the math, interest a month on that judgment after those credits is $422 per month. If you pay less than $422 per month, that judgment is just going to get bigger.
Or you can just waive the interest so he can make payments he can actually afford without ending up on the street. It's honestly insane that a court would choose to put someone in this position when there are plenty of better options that don't ruin lives.
Before I make my ruling. So the state of Texas charges interest on any judgment. That's 6%. And when we do the math, interest a month on that judgment after those credits is $422 per month. If you pay less than $422 per month, that judgment is just going to get bigger and bigger. Also, child support is based on all your income, all your overtime, how many minor children you have before the court with Ms. Williams, giving you credit for the other 2 minor children that you have that are under the age of 18 or still in high school, giving you credit for the cost of the health insurance and union dues. That's all that I can look at. I can't look at the rent, mortgage, lights, water bill, cell bill. You help your mom with her bills. That's all that I can look at. Okay. So with that being said, I am going to confirm that you owe $84,461.26. The monthly payout is $473 is the request, and I'm going to grant that beginning May 1st, 2024. Child support of $481 beginning May 1st based on Texas law. Medical $128 beginning May 1st. Court costs, I traditionally order that 60 days out to be paid by the respondent, Mr. Williams. I'll give you 6 months. Now, if either one of you disagree with my ruling, you can appeal my decision. You would have to file it yourself or hire your...
Terrible situations like this back people into a corner and drain any hope they have left because they can't see a way out, and these exact circumstances have led to the worst possible outcomes time and time again. I'm sure the judge knows this, so I can't understand why she didn't just inform them that the interest can be waived if they agree to it. But I seriously urge all men to pay attention and learn from what others have gone through so you don't find yourself stuck in something like this.